Hey everybody, welcome. And just making sure everything's up. Welcome Beyond Limits group. Super excited to be doing this. And so we've got a I've been posting to ask you guys what what you'd like, if something were to happen for you today, what might you like? And so I because I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a lot of giving this week and probably just continue it on. So feel free to post in the comments um, if something were to happen for you, if something could change for you, what might that be? What would be the number one thing you'd want? And I got an interesting one today, and it kind of caught my eye because it was so concrete, so real, and it's for a home, it's for a house, and so I wanted to do a session and show you a really cool way to use spirit to go into your subconscious and clear the stuff that's in the way of getting something, even as tangible and real as a house, and have you try it and start to use it and start to get it. And I'll tell you a little bit more at the end. I've got a really cool gift, really, that I've given people over this past week, not even a week now, and a few days, and I want to tell you about it. So look for that in a bit. So first of all, I'll tell you a story first, because it's interesting. I was thinking about it just today, and I was telling Jen, my wife, I said, you know, it's really wild how years ago, back 2014, we were trying to buy this house out by this mountain out here in Mount Baker, and we had quite an ordeal of our life happen, and lost a lot, and but I'd gotten my health back and started to figure out that we thought we wanted a simpler life. And so we were going to go live in this house out by the mountain, and then build earthen houses. And I had this feeling we'd go out there and visit the house before we bought it. And I would dream about it and say, this is my vision board. This is my thing. I'm going to create this. This is here. And if you saw it, if you saw some of my earlier videos, you see that land. The whole Enlighten Up and Get What You Want class was filmed around there, and also some of the other stuff that I did. So big, beautiful trees and mountains, and expanse, like a whole acre of lawn with a big white fence like you see out in Kentucky, you know, with the horse farms and stuff, and just beautiful. And so I'd be out there, and I was like, this is my house. This is my house. And I could visualize, I could see it. There's a little campfire area, and I'd be like, yeah, there's going to be like a few people, 15, 20 people, and they'll come and they'll hang out, and we'll do this energetic form of healing called matrix energetics. And I'll do some talking, and people will be sharing, and we'll make some food, and we'll have a little campfire, and we're going to have our community out here, and it's going to be really good. And it's interesting. I did a lot of manifestation techniques and a lot of stuff. Some things I don't have that I'm going to show you right now that I didn't have back then, that work even faster. But bottom line is, we got the house and we started to have our community out there, but it was becoming very apparent that it wasn't like that. We had lots more of turmoil, as I hear my little boy crying out there, and so. But then now we live in Bellingham in a beautiful house, on even more beautiful trails, and in a community, and my community is now online. So I got to have a business, a way of working that's even bigger. And so instead of just 10, 15, 20 people and living as a simple life in out by the mountain, I get to have a business and have people that I interact with and help from all over the world. And that's what this Beyond Limits thing is all about. So when we do this session that we're about to do right now, you might want to consider what you want, you know, the house. If it's that tangible, a house, a home. And think about what it would get you. Because it's really good to have your vision. You know, if you have a vision board, it is cool. And just think about it, like, you know, get real specific, where the house would be and how much it would cost and what your life would be like, how it would be to live like that. And so you can think about that right now. And most people in the manifestation world would stop there and say, okay, just keep visualizing it, keep putting it in your awareness, keep doing that, keep feeling like you have it. And all that's kind of cool, but I found something that works even better. So here it is. So now you can let go of thinking about it. So just for right now, let go of thinking about it. Stay out of your mind. And here's the secret to go inside your body and notice what's happening in your body. And that might be like, what is that going to do? Well, you can try it if you like, and just go inside your body and notice what's happening in your body. And it might be kind of funny because you think like if you just dreamed up, what your ideal life is going to be, and with your beautiful house and your beautiful home, you'd think that it would feel wonderful in your body. And it might, but there might also be tension somewhere in your body. And you think, well, why would I have tension in my body if I just dreamed up this beautiful house? So whatever that is, that's the stuff. That's the stuff that's, you could say, is in the way, or that's the stuff that's going to transform and get you to a whole nother level and get your version of what you want. And it may be the exact house you want. Like I got the house I wanted, but then it became apparent like, oh, wow, it's a different house. And I get to live even a bigger life. So be open to that. But for right now, just go inside your body and notice what's happening in your body and just hang out there. And I encourage you to play this over and over and over again, and click like, click heart. If you think it's going to be useful, if you think it is useful, share it, click share. Let's spread the word. I'll post it on my YouTube so you can find it there too. But for right now, just stay inside your body. Now, one of the hard parts about this is people will try to name it, what's in their body. Like they'll call it something like fear or anxiety or nervous, or they'll have all sorts of epiphanies about something that happened in their past, or what reason they can't get it, or they'll start to have all sorts of thoughts and all sorts of explanations. But if you can just bring your attention back inside your body and just sit with whatever that is without naming it, the feeling, you can see some big changes, and I feel a nice shift happening. Yeah. One of my coaches, actually the guy that I use his software for my websites, Russell Brunson, just posted something cool today about the Bible post of Jesus in the ship, the boat, and he's asleep, and the disciples are all freaked out because there's a bunch of wind and water coming up, and it looks like they're going to be tossed into the sea. And Jesus finally wakes up and says something about, don't you have any faith? And he said, peace, be still. And this technique, this thing that you're doing right now, is all about stillness. Just being still and noticing inside your body. That's right. Because what starts to show up at that point is peace. And so many of the spiritual teachers and sages from the past talk about being okay with something, with the house, and being okay without the house. And how can you do that in your mind? Like, you can't do that in your mind, but you can't make yourself be okay with not getting your house. Not with your mind. But if you go inside and you feel your body, what's happening in your body, there's going to come a point, if you keep doing this and doing it, it might take a session, it might take a couple of sessions, it usually does not take a lot of sessions. Then you can keep going to whatever that is in you. There you go. That's connected to or in the way of or part of the issue with this house thing. Because as you sit with it, it will clear and it will be done. Whether it's done in this moment, because I don't know you, I don't know who's watching, but it can work whether somebody watches live or later. But if you can sit with that sensation in your body and notice that stillness, what shows up is peace. And from there, all sorts of stuff is possible. You might still need to do something to get your house, but it starts to show up in very synchronous ways. So let me know what you notice with this one. Really kind of maybe go, I want to do this one for somebody, for all of us. And I'm going to keep looking around our Beyond Limits group. So post whatever you would like, and I'll do a session. If you like it, click like or heart. If you think somebody else could benefit, definitely click share. I think it's got a share button on there. It does, a share button. And let's build our group. Yeah, and help each other out. All right. So if you want more of this sort of thing, what I did, I just released it Saturday because I realized, what do people need? And they need to clear this inner stuff that's inside, that's slowing down or stopping the flow, stopping the manifestation, stopping people from getting what they really are, what they really want, stopping people from feeling like they're what they really are, you know, the infinite being that everybody in the spiritual world talks about. And so I found this way to go deep into that and clear whatever's in the way of that. So I have a whole series of that if you want that. And then you can take a look at it. It's at www.ralphhavens.com/abundance awakening mastery. So I'll leave it in the comments if you want more. And then share this and let's get out there and let's live. Let's really live. All right, you guys.